Welcome back. It's now time to review the module and wrap up with a discussion of a practice certification exam question. In summary, in this module you learned how to indicate the characteristics of microservices, refactor a monolithic application into microservices and use Amazon ECS to deploy the containerized microservices, explain serverless architecture, implement a serverless architecture with AWS Lambda, describe a common architecture for Amazon API Gateway, and finally, describe the types of workflows that AWS Step Functions supports. Here's a sample exam question. An organization hosts 10 microservices, each in an auto-scaling group behind individual classic load balancers. Each EC2 instance is running at optimal load. Which of the following actions would enable the organization to reduce costs without impacting performance? The choices are A. Reduce the number of EC2 instances behind each classic load balancer. B. Change instance types in the auto-scaling group launch configuration. C. Change the maximum size but leave the desired capacity of the auto-scaling groups. And D. Replace the classic load balancers with a single application load balancer. Note the key requirement stated in the problem. Reduce costs without impacting performance. Consider the answer choices and rule them out based on this requirement. We'll pause a few seconds before discussing the correct answer. If you need more time to consider the answer choices, you can pause the video. Choice A, which is reduce the number of EC2 instances behind each classic load balancer, can be eliminated. Because the EC2 instances are running at optimal load, they'll become overloaded if you reduce their number. Choice B, or change instance types in the auto-scaling group launch configuration, can also be eliminated. You won't reduce costs if you choose a larger instance size. Alternatively, if you decrease the instance size, the EC2 instances will become overloaded because they're already running at optimal load. We can also eliminate choice C. Costs will remain the same or increase if you increase the maximum size and keep the desired capacity. The correct answer is choice D. Replace the classic load balancers with a single application load balancer. By process of elimination, choice D is correct. You can use a single application load balancer to route requests to all the services for your application, instead of using a single classic load balancer for each microservice. We highly recommend reviewing the student guide for this module prior to attempting the knowledge check. In your student guide, you'll also find links to documentation and other resources you'll use throughout this course. That concludes this module. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again in the next video.